Hello, I hope you're having a wonderful day. This is going to be a bit of a weird video. I usually never take the time to make Path of Exile builds. I just have some ideas in the back of my mind that I carry around with me throughout the day. Then I put 5 things into Path of Building. Don't really flash things out, see that something is 300,000 DPS, then I close it again because, well, I put 5 items into the build. So I kind of wanted to take the time to actually sit down and make some videos, or rather force myself to go through with sort of flashing out a build. It doesn't have to be complete. And I think making a video is a good way of going about that. Might give some insight into build creation, even though I'm god fucking awful at it. Might help someone relax a little bit or wind down from a day. So let's just go ahead. What I had in mind was doing something with Abyss Jewels and the new boots that came out this league here. They're called the Tempest Rising, and they have this line that says, "You and enemies in your presence count as moving while affected by elemental ailments." Usually the first thing that comes to mind for this is bleed, right? Your enemies count as moving, and then here with bleed, enemies take way more damage. Crimson Dancer even has the line, your bleeding does not deal extra damage while the enemy is moving, but for single target DPS of 1 strong single bleed, I think having an enemy move deals 3 times the damage, so that's pretty good. But what I had in mind was something else, because this line also applies to yourself, right? So you can count as moving, and you can do something that's the only way to be moving all the time is by doing Cyclone, but with this, as long as you're affected by an elemental ailment, you can be moving all the time. So on Abyss Jewels, there are 2 interesting modifiers. One of them is increased evasion rating while moving, and the other one is increased mana regeneration while moving. And I was thinking that with the increased evasion rating while moving, you could, because the modifier goes up to 35%, with the Adorned, because it also works in Abyss Jewels, you can get up to like 80% increased evasion rating just from a single jewel. So if you put in like 5, 6, 10, that's a whole bunch of evasion rating, and that might be quite interesting. I have never done an Armour stacker before. I don't know the first thing about them, so I'm kind of just gonna try and figure out how one would build something like this, because if you want to go evasion stacking, you have Dream Feather, but Dream Feather is just kind of worse than the replica Dream Feather, because they kind of have the same increased attack damage per armor and evasion, but because of iron reflexes and how conversion works in PoE, if you have more multipliers on the evasion, then you convert it to armor, and then the more multipliers from, say, flasks or determination apply to that and make you even more tanky. So yeah, replica Dream Feather is kind of like what you want to be doing for an armor stacker. So that kind of gives the first couple items already, because we want replica Dream Feather, probably on both slots for a lot of attack damage. And then the rest I have no fucking clue yet, so I'll figure it out. We need to be close to iron reflexes. I know most other armor stackers usually go Cyan, I think. Cyan or Champion, because of increased effect of non-curse auras. Melee hits can fortify. Ways to increase damage. I don't think we need fortitude because we can get fortification rather easily, probably. First to strike, last to fall is not that high value because we will get a lot of increased attack damage. Inspirational is obviously super good. 30% of aura is a lot. Let's check how much the Forbidden Flames are. Forbidden Flame, inspirational, 1.5. But I think those are the cheaper ones. Forbidden Flesh, inspirational. Okay, that's actually not so bad. You could go Slayer with this. They have 5 base crit, that's not a lot. Because let's see what Cyan gives. I don't know what attack skill I would want to use either. Pathfinder is always good, right? But I think you want to be using Mageblood anyways because you can scale the more multipliers and they're so dirt cheap this league. It's not that big a problem. I think Trickster could be interesting for scaling a lot of evasion rating. Evasion rating and energy shield or armor probably doesn't matter too much. Necromancer. I was thinking about some offerings maybe, but it doesn't sound too good. Guardian Ores from your skills gone 3% increased recovery rate for life, mana and energy shield to you and allies. That's good because I think that scales with aura effect, right? And if we have, say, 6 auras, should be doable. That would equal probably like 100% increased recovery of life and energy shield. That's really not bad. Hyro, useless, Inquisitor. Could be okay, but it's just damage. I don't think I want to be doing any strength stacking. Berserker could be cool. Rage might be nice. Juggernaut plus accuracy, that's obviously a lot of quality of life overall. I think let's go with Cyan, because I don't think the champion sounds so great. It has 500 evasion rating. Again, the armor doesn't matter too much, I think. First to strike, last to fall isn't a lot of value. Worthy for that's so like 2015. Inspirational is good. But yeah, I don't think we need fortitude. So the question for me right now is between Slayer and, if we take Forbidden Flesh, inspirational. Although, do we even want to take Forbidden Flesh is the question, because that's 2 jewel sockets. And I don't think I want to give up 2 jewel sockets actually. Does Gladiator do anything good? Context strip. Plus 10 to armor and evasion rating. That's not so bad. It gives you like another 800 base. That's somewhat respectable. Yeah, but I don't think it's worth it. Okay, let's go with Cyan. Cyan seems cool. So, no more. I really wish we could go the little old Also my mouse wheel's fucked sadly, so it keeps jumping back and out. Where was this thing? Yeah, defense from equipped by the armor, double defense, no socket gems. That would be insane. That would be banger. Sadly, do not have that. Okay. So I want to assign Ascendant, then Champion for the aura effect. Chance to fortify is great. Okay, probably Path of the Duelist, I would say. And the other one, I don't know yet. My gut feeling is Juggernaut, just for the quality of life, or Berserker for more damage, because who doesn't like more damage? Let's put Berserker for now. If I can think of something better later, I'll do that. Okay, what do we want to path to? So we need iron reflexes, and we need a lot of jewel sockets because we want to go the Adont. So I think we have jewel sockets here, jewel sockets here. We are going to be going with a sword. Do we go crit? Probably, right? Should be easy enough to scale with precision. Evasion here, evasion here. We definitely want champion of the cause. Evasion finish. Efficiency. I don't know if Bannerman is worth it. We'll figure that out later. Obviously, we want the jewel sockets. Bit of life is good. Maybe we go energy shield later. I don't know yet. I'm also just like roughing the tree out in the beginning, and I'll clean it up after. I know the new Perandus jewels are insane in the Cyan area, but I don't quite know what they do actually. What modifiers there are. So, Perandus Pact modifiers. There is +2 attributes, armor, chaos damage, chaos resistance, increased cold damage, crit chance, 3% energy shield, 7% evasion rating, increased fire damage, maximum life, lightning damage. So anything that is increased damage isn't great because of our replica dream feathers. They already give all the increased damage we need. So it would probably be between max life, energy shield, if there's something to do with energy shield, chaos resistance, or evasion rating. I think you can get around about like 30 nodes in this area. So that would be like 210 evasion rating is pretty crazy. That might be something worth considering. Okay. I think let's just put some things here. Because you want to combine it with Unnatural Instinct, that much I know. Where do you put the Unnatural Instinct though? That's the other question. We definitely don't need skill effectuation. AoE is always good, but the rest of this area probably not worth it. I think the resistances are good, so I think we put an Unnatural Instinct here. That doesn't seem too bad. Natural Instinct goes right here, and we could go up here, grab some life, True Strike Carrier, and then attack speed, and this is where we put the Perandus Pact. And let's see, this gives life, crit shots? I can only choose these two things? That doesn't seem right. Okay, I guess we'll just go with life for now, but guess POB doesn't know it quite yet. Yeah, it only has 2 variants. Save. Okay. Let's go with life for the time being, I guess. Can we see how many nodes this already has in the radius? I guess we could always count. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's so many from a natural instinct. That's crazy. Yeah, but it definitely doesn't. I'm checking left side. If I put this in, it gives me 40. 20 HP actually. So this is not working yet in POB. Okay, that's good to know. Is leadership any good? If this gives like 20 life, might be worth thinking about it. We can get there later. It seems okay. Alright. Increased evasion rating from equipped body armor. We will want 100% because on body armor there's going to be a lot of evasion. Let's see how many more jewel sockets are in the area and how I want to path. Because I'm asking, like my question right now is almost, is it even worth to go from the champion? But I'll figure that out later. Let's look at cluster jewels, because remember, we definitely want to stack aura effect for grace and determination. We definitely want jewel sockets for the adorned. So let's see what cluster jewels there are. But I think these for attack damage would just be pretty basic, and we mostly want notables that give attack speed and other things. Maybe even elemental damage. Probably not elemental damage actually, because attack speed and crit is what is the most rewarding. Attack damage while dual wielding gives more damage than normal attack damage, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Attack speed while leeching Feed the Fury is amazing. Frenzy on kill probably is not needed because it's always going to be Blood Rage. I didn't know this notable existed. Martial Momentum, interesting. Kind of just looking for the most attack speed and quality of life, so I think that's Fuel the Fight. And then Martial Prowess gives attack damage, attack speed. We want as little nodes as possible. Add to build. These 2 trees over here. Oh. And then medium cluster jewel. We probably don't want small cluster jewels. And this is going to be, where do I have it? Oh, what are these small cluster jewels actually? Small cluster jewel. Reservation efficiency gave the, Also, my skills of introspection gives 10% increased effect. Okay. That's not so nice, right? Because we want to have kind of as many abyss jewels as possible. Okay, so this is often the point where I just like close down my path of building because I'm like, oh, I fucked up because I didn't remember enough. But now that I'm doing a video, maybe I'll just continue regardless. Okay, I'll have to figure out a good mix between the two things. How much I could need for increased aura effect, how much I could need for evasion rating while moving from abyss jewels, like how many I can fit in there. Because I think that's going to be like a small little problem. Because we only have so many jewel sockets, right? It's actually really not a lot if we think about getting the introspection jewels. How much do they cost anyways? Introspection. Jesus. I didn't even put anything else. I literally only put in introspection. No, I put in fractured, right? I'm stupid. Okay. Any rare. It's the 2 skills. Adds passive skills. 3. What did I fuck up? That's passive skills. Oh yeah, it's enchant, right? 3. And then added small passives increased effect. Because I think these would be super expensive now. Okay. It's like 11 divs. Okay. So let's just see. What would be good medium cluster jewel? Medium area damage. Oh yeah, right, they used to be. At least I'm not completely wrong. They used to be something. We have crit chance, Stahlfeuer, you have a herald, set attack damage. Is there flask effect modifiers here? I don't remember. Increase damage. We definitely want. No, I can't use a flask actually. If I go mage blood, and I think it has to be mage blood. We can put this in actually. Mage blood. It's just too good for the aura flask. So it's probably gonna be crit or nothing. Because crit we can get the double damage. Wait, this modifier is interesting. I completely forgot about this one. Because Unholy Might does some cool things now. Yeah, pressure points is just so good. Probably be pressure points and I don't know, magnifier. This also doesn't sound too great because We don't need the attack damage as much, so maybe a quick getaway, but not too convinced by the other things. Okay, let's just add some things. Craft item, flask. So this is going to be the flask setup. So we want a jade flask for the base evasion rating. Prefix is increased effect. Suffix is increased evasion rating. Put like a okay roll. And enchantment is enkindling orb enchant. Let's do a nice number. Okay. Then we have Stipnite Flask. Increased effect was at the bottom. Probably put increased attack speed during effect. Sounds good. And enchantment. Same thing again. Then we have more armor, and this is what I'm saying, we don't want like the granite flask because it just doesn't do as much. At the bottom, right, and then increased armor during effect is important. Add this to the build, and then we probably just want to. Do you want a quicksilver flask or a silver flask? Probably just a quick flask utility, and then quicksilver flask, and this one is gonna get movement speed. Increased effect. Nope, that's the wrong thing. What's in crafting bench actually? Avoid being stunned rarity. Okay, nothing too important here. Then nice 65% to 69% to round it off. Okay, so these are the flasks. Then we will have grapes. Can already put this at 21, I think that's fair. Determination. Already 150k. It's kind of cool. And then we also need to put the boots. I forgot the name. The Tempest Rising. They're not even in POB yet. Really? But Tides of Time is in there. I think the Utmost is here too. No? Okay. I guess they just don't like this item. Okay, then we'll just have to craft them. They give armor, so they're not that important for us. Armor boots 500 for the movement speed. Yeah. Craft item, boots, armor. Great. Like this seems fair. Prefix, movement speed 30%, and I don't think they give much else. Duration of elements on enemies. Damaging elements deal damage faster. That doesn't matter for us. We could go look for some corrupts because I think these would be dirt cheap actually. The Tempest Rising. Yeah, 1C, 5C. Okay, actually. Global evasion rating while moving. That's a very low roll, honestly. This should be much higher. AoE jumps is always good. look at the modifiers for boots. Where are the corrupted? Oh, there we go. Okay. Super spell damage. Ah, there's different tiers. Okay, 300 sounds better. 300 evasion rating while moving. Okay, sounds better. Let's see. While moving. It's implicit. I don't think these should be too expensive. If they exist. Huh. Yeah, okay. Alright. And let's just put where is it? Evasion rating while moving at save. Okay. Alright, so I think a small problem in this build is, apart from the dual sockets, that when you're playing Armour Stacker, you want to convert all the fizz damage you're taking from Armor to elemental damage. Because it's just so much more efficient. Like from a tank perspective. You would need Transcendence for that. The problem with Transcendence is you need to give up another dual socket. And I don't like that. But I think it needs to be done. Question is where? Where can we give one up that's like not too big of an issue, and maybe we can get something relevant. Because what could be interesting is if we really just stack this Piranha's Pact to the fucking brim, so we get more from this area. Especially if it fits evasion rating, right? Like maybe maybe we don't even need that many Abyss Jewels. Maybe we just get 300% evasion rating from the Piranha's Pact because we have so many nodes here. That could be an idea. I think it's a shit idea, but it could be a budget thing. Could be a budget way to go about it. And I like doing things on a budget, which is ironic because I put Mage Blood in. Whoops. It counts as budget this league, right? Is there any other modifiers on there? I always forget the name of the Timeless Jewels. Militant Faith, that's the one. It gives Transcendence, and Transcendence gives Armor applies to fire quality lightning damage taken from it instead of physical damage, minus 15 to all elemental resistances, maximum of course. Is anything cool here? Maximum resistances is nice, right? Because it also applies to chaos resistance. Fist damage reduction. Wait, the question being, adds devotion to small passive nodes. Okay, it doesn't replace them. That's good. Exposure is okay. Yeah. It's really just like intolerance of sin and maybe like frenzied faith or something that sticks out to me. And that, because we really don't want to be immune to elemental ailments, right? We need to inflict elemental ailments on ourselves at some point somehow. I haven't figured that out yet. To get this modifier. how I'm gonna get elemental elements on myself, I have no clue yet. Maybe that's something I should figure out. What's this Call of the Void? I think is Ben's unique. All damage for hits can chill. All damage taken from hits can chill you. Lessen the damage by half of chill effect. Actually really good. Okay. All damage to magic can chill you. Hits from Bone Shatters, Trauma. Or Trauma support. That's actually interesting. Forbidden Rite or hits from unique items like will chill you. However, as these are not considered yours, then that's damage modifier does not apply. So that can be used to allow all enemy or self hits to intentionally chill the player, which can give you bind for Winterweave for a boost to action speed. Okay. However, exercise caution if recharging reflected chill. Since enemies chilled by it does not damage by the behalf of chill effect as an independent debuff, the player will also deal less damage while chilled. For example, if the player is affected by self-chill with magnitude and 30% and is equipping it, the player will have 30% increased action speed but 15% less damage. Jesus Christ. Sometimes like PoE is just weird. Okay. So it sounds like Call of the Void, Winterweave. Void. Oop. And Winterweave. Okay, that's a lot of uniques now. It's kind of spooky. We don't have body armor yet. We need fizz conversion, which is another interesting thing. Question being, how much do we want to scale? Do we want to even go? Because if you go Transcendence, your elemental resistances are going to be at 60, which depending on how much armor you have is still not that big an issue. But at this point, I have no base evasion in the build, right? So at some point we want to get base evasion, but I think for Fizz as whatever taken, Lightning Coil gives a decent amount of evasion. Doesn't give a lot. Fuck. But I think that's still the best option. It also gives minus 60 lightning resistance. Jesus, I think we will definitely need like maybe replacing the Quicksilver with a resistance flask. Yeah, okay, fuck it. So, where else? On the helmet, we can get a lot of fizz taken as. So, helmet. And we want pure evasion base, we're gonna convert it anyways, right? It's gonna be lion pelt. Then, yeah, let's just go with, this should be fairly easy to craft. We could go for an Abyss Jewel in here. Then we would get at least like another extra while moving modifier. So far we have like no while moving things. Can we get enough suppress in this build? I doubt it. Because there's no suppressed anywhere near on the tree. Would need to puff a lot. Which might be okay if we grab another cluster over here. But I don't think we have the skill points for that. Or do we? No clue. We'll figure it out when we get there. Okay. So Fizz is fire damage. I can probably get a better modifier here, but that's okay for starters. We don't want this, we probably want increased evasion rating. It gives a lot more. And then suffix is going to be, let's just say fuck Spelch for now. And then this might actually be easy to craft because you can just fracture something on here and it's only resistances, that's no problem. Exile, E2 of Worlds, because we want the other implicit. So we have where is it? I want something like max resistances or fire damage taken as, but I never know which modifier gives which. Recoup this life, increase curse effect. Does this only give lightning resistance? It does. So I don't think we'll have space for melding of the flesh, will we? I mean, fuck it. Okay, let's just put this here and then add implicit, Eater of Worlds. This is where we want. As lightning damage taken, that's interesting. I'm not sure which one's better, honestly. Because we have lightning from the lightning coil, we'll need to calculate it up, because with the Taste of Hate, the Taste of Hate gives 15% of cold, Fizzer's cold, if we can sustain it. Which should be okay, but it also gives max cold resistance now, does it? Let's just put something in here, lightning, fuck it. 7%, let's be conservative. Add to build, okay, and then, so Taste of Hate. It does give +5 to max cold, which is nice. Question simply being if we want that on the build, if there's a way around it, because we get 15 from the helmet. I don't want to do the Searing Exarch shield. The Dawnbreaker thing. Dawnbreaker is cool, but we can't use it because Replica Dream Feather. I just realized we have 2 of those anyways. Okay, so we need we definitely do need like Purity of Fire. Let's calculate this through. Quick moves, we have 50 from body armor, 15 from helmet. Then we would need 15 from Taste of Hate. And oh boy, if the Taste of Hate goes down, though, we're probably just dead. I think. Doesn't sound very reassuring, honestly. Because we can't use the shield. And then the thing is, if with Purity of Elements we can't be affected by chill, so we can only have 1 mod Watcher's Eye, which gives 10, I think, is the maximum. Unless you put like 2 purities, but I'm not sure if that's worth it. It sounds a bit whack. So right now we would be at 90%. What else is there? Physical damage taken as. Is there anything like that? I think there's physical damage. There's the chaos modifier, right? On armor. A physical damage taken from it's taken as chaos damage. That would round it out. It is with the Taste of Hate, of course. Does need to be maximum. I don't think there's any other way around. Okay, whoop, whoop. That sounds very reassuring. But then we're next to Divine Shield. Can I recover energy shield above our physical damage prevented from hits? Because maybe now it's just fucked alive, right? Where's the eye? I always forget. Chaos inoculation is all the way over there. Can we travel that much? Oh, Jesus. Send it away. Chaos inoculation. Let's see. Nope. How far away is this? 10 nodes. 10 nodes is crazy. That's way too much. Especially if we have the little shenanigans going on over here. The question is, can we get iron reflexes for someone else? And then we just say fuck it. Scavenge Lord's Precursors Emblem. Go. Nope. Okay. That's gonna be the weirdest tree in existence, huh? Right. But I think going energy shield is better, because with so much armor and fist damage prevention, like we prevent 100% of physical damage, right? And this node, which we definitely need to cap out at 100%, doesn't make much sense to go anything else. This is 4 nodes, this is 4 points. Like, starting from here doesn't make any goddamn sense, actually, because here we get another jewel socket. That's just whatever, that's so worthless. If there's no fucking... Can we do this? Is this legal? Influence is really good. Oh, let's have increased effect. We get another jewel socket. Maximum life, energy shield. Energy shield. We can also scale discipline very well. This thing. Here's a jewel socket. Okay, we definitely don't have that many passive points though, so we need voices. How much? What is the phrasing? Add small passive skills, which grant nothing. Free. Jesus fucking Christ, are you okay? That's no problem. Okay. How much does one cost? 2.5? Yeah, it's chill. Okay, well, let's do 5 then. Let's do 5, because anything else is too expensive. Let's go here. Let's go here. Voices, let's trust the jewel. Boop, boop, boop. And boop, boop. had 127 out of 128. And we don't have any of the inspiration notes in even. What can we save? Because it probably means we need to cut one cluster jewel setup, perhaps. What also sucks is that we don't have that much reservation efficiency. So we probably definitely need an enlighten. Probably definitely. On the helmet we don't need to go chaos resistance, that's nice actually. Oh. We have cold. Makes it even easier to craft. What does a ring do? We get a lot of cold resistance. We have cold from Taste of Fate, max cold resistance. That's nice. Okay, so we definitely want one and one. This can go not in here, but over here is nice. Okay. I think containing corrupted magic jewels. Let's see how expensive these are. Because I think 140 is where it gets expensive. 130. Jesus. Okay. Oh, I should do some gambling with these. Okay, I think 130 is okay. Let's do... Nah, let's be conservative. Do 120. Okay. Save, add to build. It's already in there. Okay, then craft items. Abyssal jewel. Murderous eye jewel, but I don't think it matters. And then, wow. Increased evasion rating while moving. Then prefix. I think we probably want a mix of maximum energy shield, so a bit more base. Okay. And then corrupt. This is probably gonna be where we get the chance to avoid being shocked from let's do this, let's craft another one, and then this is going to be flat evasion rating and evasion rating while moving up, and then corrupt, chance to avoid being ignited. I have no idea how difficulties are to craft, by the way. Just trying something out. Okay, and then where's the voices? Here's the voices. Normal jewels, normal jewels, normal jewels. I'm just doing a random mix of the things. Just so we have a little bit of everything. Okay, and then what I need to check still is the cluster jewel, small cluster jewel. And these are going to be reservation efficiency and the passive's free, and then introspection. and then let's do 25%, just because we're cheap. And I can't afford that many things. Okay, small cluster, and this is where we will realize that we need to cut down on points because it's going to be too expensive. It's 136 already. Here you go. Need to save 11 points, and I probably want point blank as well because actually I want a trauma. I want an armor staking trauma character. I don't know. Can you play new trauma? Melee strike skills. I could do this with Molten Strike, for example, I think. I don't think it matters too much though. Wait, we do want. Can I use Smite and Trauma together? Physical damage convert to lightning, and then we have Trauma support. Does this work? Smite, melee hit, configuration. Where is my trauma? Main hand weapon is not usable with this skill. So what skills can only be used with axes, maces, scepters, or staves? I hate my life. See, this is what I mean. Something never works out. Bone Shatter requires a mass, scepter, axe, or staff. Then how can we inflict physical damage on ourselves? Wait, do we even need to have Call of the Void? Because we're converting damage, right? We're converting damage to cold damage taken. I don't even think we need the Call of the Void, which is one positive. But I can't use trauma support, so how am I going to do damage to myself? Jesus fuck. That's so shit. How do I deal damage to myself? Echoes of Creation for a strike skill? That sounds so garbage. That sounds so garbage. Needs to be cold damage, right? Hardbound loop, weapon swap. The other question is if you can even get enough chill in yourself, honestly. That's a different question. Maybe that's not the way. Let's see. Elemental ailment. Because maybe there's a way to get like brittle, scorched, shocked, or whatever. Because I think we're gonna be, because of Transcendence, of which I also still need to put into the build, definitely gonna need to like scrap this cluster over here. Otherwise I will never have enough points. And I think Pain Attunement over here can become Transcendence. Is this even gonna be enough? 24 points gained. Fuck yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Okay. Bit of a shame, but it needs to be done. Let's just take care of this now. Militant Faith. And then, which one is this? Of Purpose, Maxarius. Add to build. And where do you go? Funny tree. Okay. It does convert the things anyway, so we don't want to have it over here. I think. Maybe. And this Piranha spec definitely should become Energy Shield. And then I think we're kind of stacked. It's probably enough defense. But that doesn't solve the elemental ailment problem. Let's check the wording again. Tempest Rising. You and enemies in your presence count as moving while affected by elemental ailments. You and enemies in your presence count as moving while affected by element. I need to be affected by an elemental ailment, which doesn't automatically make them be moving. They also need to be affected by an elemental ailment. Okay. Because it needs to be elemental. Because otherwise we could have done something with poison probably, but that doesn't work. Shock could be done with the little flask that shocks you, but I don't see us giving up any flasks. This doesn't have any conversion modifier on it, does it? Lightning damage to attacks, lightning damage to attacks. Oh wait, that's the legacy version. Oops. That's not even the right thing. Ooh. I mean, but then it's probably it's really probably just Vessel of Fincta, right? 50% increased damage taken is a fucking lot though. Wait, when a puncture you get chilled while you're bleeding? How do I make myself unaffected by bleed though? Hey, Slayer. That's probably not on Cyan, is it? Nope. Unaffected by bleed. Can be chilled, can be stunned, is useless. Unaffected by ignite, chieftain. This is literally the only thing that would give. Boy. Okay. I think it's Vessel of Fincta. If it's Vessel of Fincta, then it's probably not even Mage Blood. And that would solve the Taste of Hate issue, because then you can go Tides of Time. The problem is, without a Quicksilver Flask, it's gonna be slow as shit. But I almost feel like that's the way. Because self-igniting is going to be tough. If we use any other things, there's going to be so many things we need to put on. And 50%. Why we can get reduced effect of shock somewhere, right? You can get it from the Pantheon. Probably get it somewhere else, I don't know where yet. Okay. Vessel of Fincta. Conversion. Not sure if that's needed, maybe it is. I don't even know what I'm reading. Proliferation, okay. Penetration. Spells, attacks, okay. Lightning damage, add to build. And then by Quicksilver. I guess we need to learn how to leap slim fast. Very fast. Okay. And then we have to edit this. Save. Save. Edit. Save. And we have Tides of Time. That also just makes the build a whole lot cheaper. Tides of Time. This we can get to almost perfect. That's good. And we have utility flasks, save. Okay, cool. Then we don't need this, we don't need this. That's worth a lot. Okay, we can check the config. Are you always moving? That should give a lot of armor already. That's nice. Then I think because we want to have a lot of aura effect. Let's see, Hands of the High Templar, do they have evasion? Armor and energy shield. Why is it always armor and energy shield? Because we want evasion. Want more base evasion, and we want more thing from grace and determination. More here, which would be pretty huge. How much does this even do? Let's put this to 27 real quick. Check free. Honestly, this doesn't even do insane amounts. 2007 in base. It's okay. It's a bit. It is a bit. Let's save this actually. Weird Bestial Aura Sticker. Save. That's a beautiful name, isn't it? Okay, then we also have Discipline. Okay. Unreserved mana 11%. That's not good. Because we also want a banner. Defiance banner. I think this only costs half. Nope, it doesn't. Okay, it is what it is. Is there more reservation? Life can't do that. Reservation efficiency. I know we only have 2 introspections. We can get a bit more, I would say. Because I think it's kind of the mix that does it, right? Then we get more unreserved mana. Okay, that's cool. It's cool. More mana. Yeah, not mana. More energy shield. Everything. Discipline. It's good. Armor is okay. Where do we go next? Chance to get a frenzy charge when you hit a unique enemy. This can go. I think this we can definitely do now. There will not be any aura and energy shield. This can go. Is it worth it to take increased mana reservation efficiency here? I don't know. Is it? I'm a bit stuck right now. So, what does this even do? Smite of Divine Judgment, more area damage. 3 targets. You could do 2 setups here, right? But I think we just do Enable Smite, Enable Wild Smite. That's funny. Empower gives so much just because of the base damage. That makes sense. Should probably have 2 setups then, right? Base duration is 8 seconds. Huh. So maybe it's just like, maybe it's legit just Molten Strike and then you take Boss Might for the damage because it scales with the aura effect. There's the Onslaught Warcry technology that could be nice to use. Enemies take increased damage. Let's get this Warcry buff effect, I think that's nice. And Warcries have a minimum of 10 power, but then we also need the small Warcry node. And we're also almost running out of skill points again. Jesus Christ. Everything's so difficult. Items, craft items, medium, cluster jewel. Exerted attack damage. When you Warcry. Warning call. Okay, that's actually also nice. Cool. Okay. Add to build, and then I think we just need to replace that with one of the small cluster jewels as sad as it is. How much armor is that? Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Okay. Then we have items. This can be a evasion rating thing again. Jeez, one of these jewels gives so much. It's almost the same amount as the aura effect. Kind of wild. But I really feel like we're severely struggling for base damage. Like I'm gonna put in my skills and my damage is gonna be at what? 10? That's me making Path of Exile builds. It's just fucking clown fiesta all around. Because with CI, there is no way. There's no way to give an extra aura as well. Though maybe it's one of those crazy, you know, one of those crazy Blizzard Crown. You know, it's like hypothermia and attack critical, strike chance. It's not. Blizzard Crown. That attacks. Yeah, it's like really not so bad. Okay, I think it's one of these. Okay, let's craft that. That's gonna be a clusterfuck to craft here because otherwise I don't think we do any damage. Okay, helmet. And I was just thinking because then we can put a 6-link in the body armor, and then it's gonna be like empower and enlighten, and that could be good. Okay, Blizzard Crown, because Blizzard Crown also gives cold damage, which is Pog. Okay, influence is gonna be, I think it's both Shaper and Elder. Courtesy of Grave Crafting, so we have Consecrated Effect. Then we have Suffix, Hypothermia. Attacks have 2 critical strike chance. I don't know, let's do 2. What were the other things? I think you can do modifier essence. This is more elemental damage. And prefix is gonna be 1 for AoE. First 2 level of circuited AoE gems, and I think that's pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much this one. And I think since we removed the Mage Blood, that is okay. Add to build, Blizzard Crown, whoop, bye bye, and then skills, Mouse Might, socketed in, helmet. How does this not give more damage, by the way? What? Oh, what? Hello? Does it give like 20 more damage? I guess because it doesn't. I actually didn't have Smite selected. Oops. Okay. I still thought this would give a lot more. Great, what? There's no way. Definitely don't have lightning pen in the build, so this is good. I like awakened gems because they're cheaper, so let's not make them level. Actually, lightning penetration level 5 is huge because of the exposure. I think you can buy that. Ele focus is shit. The attack rate is so garbage, Jesus. Oh yeah, I have onslaught now. It's good. But that's conk effect. Because it should be so much more damage in the helmet. I'm just like weirded out. I guess we don't have is the enemy chilled. It's another big one. I think if you give physical to lightning, because it's not converting all damage, so the element damage modifier doesn't do as much, but this is also very little. Oop. Okay. Let's do this and then Mm. I have no crit chance and crit multi. Jesus fucking Christ. And I don't really think there's a way to fix the crit chance crit multi thing. Okay, we can do at least socket and body armor, and then we can do power level 3, enlighten level 3. That's good. Spin can also be level 1. But there's no way we fit anything else in the Defiance banner. Because anger would be so big, probably. I don't think Berserk is sustainable. How do we even get 100% hit chance? What? Unreserved mana is 2. Mana cost per second is way too fucking high. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if maximum energy shield is worth it here. I just want to try with get the resistances together. Cold resistance, and then add modifier because we want the Elrian mana. Non-channeling skills have 7 to mana cost. 2 stone ring. Mana cost is still 8, which we currently can't even fucking pay. Wait, how does that work? Didn't the mana work before? I'm weirded out. How much does it? What's the name even? And like purity would be pretty nice as well. But no way we're gonna fit that. Lightning coil. Level 2 socket gems. In the implicit, please. Oh, this is that cheap. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's cool. Corrupt. Because this also helps the enlighten and stuff, of course. But we need to fit another purity because I forgot about 2 witches. 5% unreserved mana. Can't even get elemental overload. I think. I mean, that's probably why. That's probably what the actual armor stickers do. Huh. But I need to buff here regardless, so it's just like, There's no way to do an eternal blessing. Even with a level 4 enlighten, I think that doesn't change anything. Still only 5%. There's no way I'm getting rid of discipline. Defiant spinner. It also doesn't give enough purity of it's the purity of lightning. Then we're at -12. Like, how much would I need? Whew. 1 unreserved mana. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, maybe we can get some of the jewels with reservation efficiency, but it just seems so wildly unrealistic. Especially because no Defiant Spinner, none of them. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I think even if we get power judges on the base grid, still looks so shit, and it's not like we crit multi from anywhere. I'm gonna scrap 2 points again. More than that, because ain't no way I'm leveling to 100. Even though it's pretty easy to sleek. Okay. I think I will stop here, and there's a very high likelihood that I won't visit this build ever again. Because no way I'm fixing the shit just with gloves and an amulet. Does Dragon Fangs still? Dragon Fangs. Still give. Because maybe. How do I change the skill? Increase reservation efficiency of skills. Edit. All smite gems. Save. Unreserved mana 4. I would still very much like Can the other amulets that the other aura stickers do, what's it called? I think they inflict malignance. No, it's not the Eater of World that drops it. Fuck. List of unique amulets. Effect, non-curse. No, Eternal Struggle, right. And this doesn't give reservation efficiency. Ah, it's called Malignant Madness, okay. Because this, I think, increased effect of non-curse auras from your skills. It's only up to 10? Jesus. I don't know. That doesn't seem worth it to me. I feel like the replica Dragon's Fang is actually nicer than this. Anoint Charisma. Anoint. Save. Unreserved mana 12%, and then we actually do have the Purity, we have the Enlighten, where we can get Defiance Banner. That's 7. That's okay. Actually seems fine. 1 cost per second, 27. Legion hit rate. Theoretically speaking, that does seem good enough. Okay, points though. Points. How the fuck? There's no way I'm solving crit, right? There ain't no fucking way. I must see eyes, so I can't get precision. It just seems so shit. There's no way I'm getting too precise techniques either. Oh my god. There's no way I can get non-crits is lucky either, as far as I'm aware. But for that I would still take element overload. How would I do this? I definitely need precision in there. Because otherwise I have no accuracy either. Is there still I think they removed the mana reservation efficiency, right? Can we, and now this is getting a bit spicy. Craft item, jewel, abyss jewel, create, and this one gets evasion rating. I think these should be easy to craft because you can just reforge defense actually. Moving. It's actually, I didn't think about this before. Then corrupt, and then we get reservation efficiency of skills. Create. Add to build. And then it's like which ones are these even? Can you rename these? I don't know. Is there a way to rename items? Doesn't matter. Okay, let's do it random. Murderous eye jewel. Boom. 2%. Murderous eye jewel. Boom. 1%. It's actually, how many of these would I need? There's no fucking way. 0%. Even though it's an adorned. Like, that would need to be my entire fucking tree just to be able to. Would need to definitely decrease the mana cost. So maybe it's actually Vast Might. I can edit lightning damage is a lot, right? But I can multi-strike now. Jesus, okay. Because with inspiration, which mana cost us? 120, 150 inspiration. Have reduced mana cost of skills. 20%. Mana cost 0. Mana cost -2 actually. Jesus fuck. My Enlighten is already level 4. Oh boy. Boy. How much does an Enlighten level 4 even cost? Enlighten support. Yeah, level 4. Yeah, like this build costs so much for how shit it is. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's do the watches I craft item. Watches. How do I do that? Watches I hate having this many jewels. Jesus Christ. Purity. I think I have Purity of Lightning. Take Fizz as lightning. And then we have. Let's do Grace. I thought there was an evasion thing on Grace. That's a bit sad. Then let's do Precision. Increased attack speed. Add to build. Of course, this was one of the reservation jewels. Oh, it's perfect because of the increased mana from the watches. But if I reduce my levels again, it's not gonna work. See, Jesus Christ. Okay, I need level 99. And I can't use any other skills either. Level 99 I think is achievable this league. But I need to get rid of one skill point somewhere. Okay, boom, perfection. So scuffed. This is so scuffed, this is the worst. All this effort? All this fucking effort to have 1 million damage, by the way. This is, where's my watches jewel? Well affected by Purity of Lightning. No? What's in here? Is the right one? Yeah, okay. But I need delete, please. Save. My Fizz max hit. Why does it not say higher? Why does my fist max it not go higher? We have... Alright, because I don't have the helmet any... Ah! Oh no! Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, okay. I am a fucking failure. Amazing. Perfect. 15, 50, 30, 80, 90. Oh boy, okay, well, shit, Yeah, well, I guess it would be a normal helmet then. X fucking D. But that's like negative damage. Then I would need to put the... Then I would need to put the aura somewhere else as well. And there's no way I can put both Empower and Enlighten into my other auras and have enough mana again. So, at this point, I'm gonna give up. Yep. But at least I got further than before, and the end result is garbage. Perfect. Okay. Beautiful. I have 1 million damage. 23k hit pool. I couldn't convert all my fist damage. Well, I guess I could if I removed the helmet, but then I have 0 fucking damage. I have no crit. I can't get to elemental overload. Yeah. Well, at least the mana numbers look pretty. I think that's one thing to be proud of. Okay. Well, that's it. I hope we had fun and learned how not to make builds in Path of Exile. Okay. See you. Bye bye.